Hello, I am bringing you another video today. And today, I've got my dog with me, and she likes to chase a ball. So every once in a while, I'm going to throw this ball to her. There you go. So one of the things I like to do and play around with is Bitcoin. So for today's video, I'm going to make a Bitcoin video. So where did we come from? Well, we used to have a currency in the US, and it was based on gold. So gold is unique because it takes hard work. You've got to buy a pick, you've got to buy land, you've got to dig, you've got to refine it, and you've got to sell it. So there is work involved with gold, which makes it valuable. Number two, it's in limited supply. You can't find it everywhere. It's kind of hard to find, and it takes effort. But you could use this gold to buy and sell and trade goods. So what is Bitcoin? How did it start? Well, here's the example I like to show. Let's pretend that there are 5 boys at the playground at school, and they decide that they're gonna have a pile of rocks sitting in the middle of their group, and the boys all decide if you run all the way to the fence and back, you will earn 1 rock. So everybody agreed, everybody in the 5 boys. So one boy runs out to the fence, and he comes back and he goes, okay, did I earn this rock? And all the boys go, yeah, you earned that rock. So he picked up a rock and he earned it. So the next boy picks up a rock, or runs to the fence and back, comes back and asks the other 4 boys, did I earn this rock? And they all said, yeah, you earned that rock. So he earned that rock. Well, so they ran to the fence and back and started earning these little rocks. Well, a day later, another boy shows up. And he goes, what are you doing? And he says, oh, we're just earning rocks by running to the fence and back. So the kid says, well, can I earn a rock? And they said, sure. But they found out they were running out of rocks. So they said, you're going to have to run to the fence and back twice. If you run to the fence and back twice, you can earn a rock. So the boy did. He ran back and forth and back and forth. And he said, did I earn this rock? And they all said, yep, you earned it. So then the next day, a boy shows up and he said, what are you guys doing? I said, oh, well, we're earning rocks by running to the fence. He goes, well, I really don't want to run to the fence, but I have a marble. Would you be willing to trade a marble for a rock? And all the boys are like, well, yeah, here you go. Here's a rock. I'll take a marble. So now a rock is worth the same as a marble. Well, the next day, another boy shows up. He also does not want to run to the fence, but he has his lunch money. He has 65 cents. So the boy said, would you be willing to trade me a rock for 65 cents? And all the boys say, sure. So that rock is now worth 65 cents. And anybody else that comes up and they ask for a rock, they said, well, that kid bought it for 65 cents. So if you got 65 cents, you can have a rock. So, there we go. So what happened was a group of computer nerds got together and they decided to create a currency. They needed the same things like gold. They needed hard work, they needed it to be a limited supply, and they needed the ability to trade it. So they put together a thing called Bitcoin, and it is just digits on a computer. It is hard to mine, and it gets harder and harder every day to mine or to get one, and you can trade it for goods and services. So they put together a program that would solve a very difficult math problem. So when the computer solves the problem, it earns a Bitcoin. Then the computer can also verify all the other computers that have earned Bitcoin. There's someone at the door. I think the dog's going after. Oh, maybe it's just a cat. Anyway, so just like the boys all verifying that the one kid earned a Bitcoin, the computers now would do that. And the work is solving the math problem instead of running to the fence and back, it's solving this computer math problem. So if you solve the math problem, then you would earn a Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is a limited supply, and so that's built into the system. They decided what the total value or how many Bitcoin would be out there. So there isn't an unlimited number. That means that each coin would become more valuable as people mine it. And Bitcoin needs to be easy to trade between owners. So computers would just trade back and forth between each other. So why is everybody scared of Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin gives individual people a way to trade money back and forth without using a bank. Bitcoin does not use banks. It does not use countries. It doesn't use governments. It is point-to-point, person-to-person exchange of money. Banks can't control Bitcoin because it's distributed person-to-person. Governments can't control Bitcoin because it's distributed person-to-person. Companies can't control Bitcoin either. You can send Bitcoin around the world to anyone you want without touching a bank, an ATM, a government agency, or a company. If a bank or a company or a government wants Bitcoin, they have to buy it at the current going price, or they have to start mining Bitcoin themselves with their own computers, just like everybody else. They have to run to the fence and back to earn a Bitcoin. So who accepts Bitcoin right now? Expedia currently does, Overstock.com currently does, and Newegg, and there'll be more and more companies that will accept it in the future. So what will happen if Amazon or Walmart accepts Bitcoin? It could go crazy at that point. So what is Bitcoin mining? If you have a computer, you can start mining Bitcoin at home. I did this for a couple of weeks and earned about 35 cents. I found that faster computers mine Bitcoin faster. So the way to do it is to buy video cards. Video cards are the best way for crunchy numbers, and for computer geeks are building computers with multiple video cards, just like this shows here. Down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 video cards. So there have been companies that have started to build computers only for mining. This is one of the most popular ones right now. It's called the Antminer S9. It can mine $300 worth of Bitcoin every month. The cost right now is $2,500. That's probably not quite right now. It's gone quite a bit down. So I'll bet you it's $1,500 now. So $300 a month would make you around $3,000 in a year. So this computer would pay for itself. Not quite in 4 months, but it could pay for itself within half a year. And all it has is just, in here it has just video cards. That's all it does is mine Bitcoin. So what's happened is that companies are starting to buy up these miners like crazy and putting them in warehouses. You can see all these are that little miner, and they're just all in a row. So if each one can make $300 a month, you buy 10 of those, 100 of those, 1,000 of those, how much money can you be making? It would be a good investment. Now these numbers aren't quite correct. This number needs to change here. Let's see if I can get to it. Now you can buy contracts that allow you to purchase Bitcoin mining power from these farms. I bought one of these contracts for $1,000. It is now making $8 worth of Bitcoin a day. That's probably about right. That is $255 a month. Yep. So that number is right. Let me keep going. So I'm doing cloud mining. So I don't want to buy a computer. I don't want to have to manage a computer. If it breaks down, I don't want to have to fix it. So I just buy mining power from a cloud or a company that sells this. So Bitcoin is coming, and I don't think it's going to go away. If you need to send a large amount of money around the world using a banking system, I have heard that it's faster to go to the bank, withdraw the money, put it in a briefcase, take that briefcase on a flight with you to another country and deposit it. It's much faster to do it that way in the current banking system. But with Bitcoin, you can transfer money around the world today, and it doesn't have to go through a bank. It doesn't have to be approved by any company. It doesn't have to be approved by any government. It is a person-to-person transaction. Is it risky? Absolutely. Bitcoin's price was $17,000 per coin in November. Now it is $9,000 per coin. So it's dropped almost half. In fact, it's gone down to $6,000 per coin. So it wasn't good. There is no FDIC insurance. If you lose it, it's gone. There is no backup plan. If the website you're using, Bitcoin wallet, goes away tomorrow, all your money goes away tomorrow as well. Buying and selling and trading Bitcoin is very hard right now. It's not easy. You need to know what you're doing, and you could send money to the wrong place, the wrong address, and that money would be gone. So play at your own risk. It is not easy. So I've been playing with Bitcoin for about 7 months now. I've invested about $2,000. I've tried about 5 different ways to play with Bitcoin. Currently, all the ways that I'm playing with Bitcoin, I'm making around $10 a day or $300 a month or $3,600 a year. It could go away tomorrow, or by March of next year, or this time of next year, I could retire. We'll have to see. So if you want to play along with Bitcoin, I have a channel that I upload Bitcoin information to and cloud mining, or leave a note down below and I will try to respond to it. So thank you for watching my video today. We will see you again tomorrow. Thanks for, if you want to keep following Savannah and I, please subscribe to the channel and watch and see what kind of videos we make every day. It's going to be kind of fun, and it's going to be kind of hard to come up with new content every day too. So thanks for watching. Bye.